Both the 2024 Chery-Omoda-5 and 2024 BYD-Atto-3 are exciting new electric SUVs that have recently grabbed the attention of car enthusiasts. But which one should you choose? Let's compare them side by side to help you decide. Design: Chery-Omoda-5 features a sleek and sporty design with a fastback silhouette, sharp lines, and a prominent grille. It has a more aggressive and youthful appearance. BYD-Atto-3 boasts a more rounded and futuristic design with a panoramic sunroof, hidden door handles, and a two-tone color scheme. It exudes a more sophisticated and modern vibe. Performance: Chery-Omoda-5 offers two electric motor options, a single motor version with 174 horsepower and a dual motor version with 292 horsepower. Both have a 64.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack with a range of around 310 miles. BYD-Atto-3 comes in two configurations, a single motor with 201 horsepower and a 60.5 kilowatt-hours battery offering 242 miles of range, and a dual motor with 421 horsepower and an 82.1 kilowatt-hour battery with a range of up to 321 miles. Interior: Chery-Omoda-5 has a minimalist and modern interior with a large touchscreen infotainment system, a digital instrument cluster, and leather upholstery. It offers ample space for passengers and cargo. BYD-Atto-3 features a spacious and comfortable interior with a rotating center touchscreen, a panoramic sunroof, and heated and ventilated seats. It also offers plenty of cargo space. Technology: Chery-Omoda-5 comes equipped with a range of driver assistance features, including adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and blind spot monitoring. It also has a voice recognition system and a mobile app for remote control. BYD-Atto-3 boasts a comprehensive suite of safety features, including automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, and traffic sign recognition. It also has a 5G-enabled infotainment system and a driver fatigue monitoring system. Price: Chery-Omoda-5. The price of the Chery-Omoda-5 has not been officially announced yet, but it is expected to be slightly cheaper than the BYD-Atto-3. BYD-Atto-3. The BYD-Atto-3 starts at around $38,000 in China. The price in Indonesia is expected to be around 500 million Indonesian rupiah when it launches later in 2024. Verdict: the Chery-Omoda-5 and BYD-Atto-3 are both excellent electric SUVs with their own unique strengths. The Omoda-5 is a stylish and sporty option with a good range and a competitive price. The Atto-3 is a more luxurious and tech-laden choice with a longer range and a comprehensive safety package. Ultimately, the best choice for you will depend on your individual needs and preferences. Here's a table summarizing the key differences between the two cars. Feature: Chery-Omoda-5. Design: sleek and sporty. Performance: 174 to 292 HP, 310 miles range. Interior: minimalist and modern. Technology: driver assistance features, voice recognition. Price: expected to be cheaper than BYD-Atto-3. Feature: BYD-Atto-3. Design: rounded and futuristic. Performance: 201 to 421 HP, 242 to 321 miles range. Interior: spacious and comfortable. Technology: comprehensive safety features, 5G infotainment. Price: starts at $38,000, China, 500 million Indonesian rupiah, Indonesia. I hope this information helps you choose between the 2024 Chery-Omoda-5 and 2024 BYD-Atto-3. The electric version of the 2024 Chery-Omoda-5 SUV from China has been revealed, ahead of the first Australian showroom arrivals due early next year. The petrol Omoda-5 arrived in Australia in March 2023, as Chery's first new model in its return to Australia after 8 years away from local showrooms. You may have noticed a race to the bottom at the moment for Chinese manufacturers in Australia. Although the Atto-3 is certainly inexpensive for an EV, it's really its smaller brother, the Dolphin, that is taking the hit on extremely competitive pricing at just $38,890, $100 less than an MG 451 Excite, interestingly. Specifications published by Chery via Poltan show it will be powered by a 165 kilowatts electric motor driving the front wheels and a 61 kilowatt-hour battery pack, good for 450 kilometers of claimed driving range in lab testing. The Atto-3 is available in a single high-spec grade but with the option of standard range or extended range. 2024 BYD-Atto-3 pricing. BYD-Atto-3 standard range, $48,011 AUD. BYD-Atto-3 extended range, $51,011 AUD. The standard range comes with a 50.1 kWh battery with up to 345 km of range, WLTP, while the extended range comes with a larger 60.4 kWh battery with up to 420 km of range, WLTP. It is not clear what testing standard the driving range claim is measured against. Chinese carmakers typically favor more lenient local standards, but previous reports on the Omoda-5 EV have referenced Europe's more realistic, but still laboratory-tested, WLTP protocols. Chery claims it is targeting energy efficiency of 15 kWh per 100 km or less, a 0 to 100 km per hour acceleration time of 7.8 seconds or less, and a 0 to 80% fast charge in 35 minutes or less. These specifications are similar to key small electric SUV rivals, including the MG ZS EV and BYD Atto-3 from China, and Hyundai Kona Electric and Kia Niro EV from South Korea. The BYD Atto-3 is a smart-looking car that is far less shouty on the exterior than interior. Clearly going for an aero design, the vast majority of the front is plugged up. A neat LED light bar is up front, visible when the car has its bright enough LED lights on. The side is also not too long, in fact at just under 4.5 meters, it's almost a Goldilocks effect of being just the right size to be a practical SUV, whilst also being city-friendly. Out back, the rear has the best views in my opinion, with another LED light bar making what is a fairly cheap car, by 2024 standards, a very good-looking car. Chery executives have previously said the outgoing Kona Electric, not the new model due in showrooms later this year, was selected as a benchmark for the Omoda-5 EV. The specifications shown by Chery in Shanghai list a targeted braking distance of 36 meters or less, but a speed from which this will be measured is not disclosed. The BYD has to have the quirkiest interior of the last decade, and frankly, I'm here for it. Whereas I was quite underwhelmed by the design of the MG4, the BYD Atto-3 takes an opposite approach, to really wow you. He-dash design was succinctly summarized by Jacob as alien. Can you see it? Styling changes for the electric Chery-Omoda-5 are concentrated at the front, where it swaps the petrol version's large grille for a closed-off, body-colored panel, and a restyled lower bumper. There is Omoda branding on a chrome panel stretching between the headlights, but overseas reports suggest this may not be offered in every market where the car is sold. Other changes include new alloy wheels and a tweaked rear bumper. The car on display in Shanghai is pictured wearing Kumho tires, rather than the Jitty tires fitted to petrol-powered examples in Australia. Despite its price tag, the Atto-3 comes with soft touch materials absolutely everywhere. That's important for soaking up road noise, and the Atto-3 benefits from that, resulting in a quiet enough ride. It does have some rather interesting quirks I would be remiss not to mention. The door cards have guitar strings, which you can pluck and make musical sounds. The door handles are connected to the tweeters high up in the door, with an almost fun action when opening. More curiously, the Tesla's 12.8-inch display rotates 90 degrees, so you can have it as a portrait or landscape display, well, kind of. For most people, you will want to use it in its landscape mode, because that's the only way to get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to work. Still, the display is actually extremely functional, being snappy to use, great graphics, and also displays some of the best 360-degree camera functionality we've seen so far. The little 5-inch motorcycle-style display in front of the driver is best described as fine, not showing a huge amount of information or customization, but it does the job. Even the seats, which are heated, provide enough support, feel good to the touch. They aren't real leather, but do look it, and are really easy to get into a comfortable position. The interior appears to be unchanged, bar a unique color scheme mixing blue, ivory, and a copper-like color. The 2024 Chery-Omoda-5 EV battery-powered SUV is due in Australia in the first half of next year, pending any delays. Pricing will be confirmed closer to launch. However, there are some drawbacks to the interior. For instance, air conditioning controls are almost entirely relegated to the infotainment display, which is frustrating when driving and needing to change temperature. Some of the switch gear as well, including buttons on the admittedly nice feeling leather steering wheel but also the gear shifter, don't feel particularly nice to action. Despite its funky design, you still get plenty of storage spaces too, with a USB-A port, USB-C port and wireless charger up front for all your connectivity needs. It also feels nice and airy, both in the front seats and back seats, thanks to the large panoramic sunroof. The blue and highly textured interior will not be for everyone, but personally, I think the interior of the BYD-Atto-3 is a very cool and mostly functional place to be. What about the back seats of the BYD-Atto-3 extended range? Despite its relatively small size, especially for an SUV, the Atto-3 has plenty of space in the rear. At 5 feet 11 inches, I have plenty of space behind my driver's position for head, leg and toe room. Importantly, despite the large battery pack in the floor, your legs sit at a good angle and with enough support from the seats.